Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Today's video is going to be a drugstore haul. I have a handful of things from Ulta and then a handful of things from Walmart. I do have like one mid-range price item, but I got the small size of it, so it is a little cheaper. All these products are considered drugstore products. You can get them at Walmart, CVS, Ulta. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Ulta products and then move on to the Walmart product. I would also like to mention that I used most of these on my face today. There are two products that I did not use today, but I will go ahead and show them to you anyway. I'm going to go ahead and start with the mid-range item, and that is the Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe, Chamomile, and Lavender. So I am a sucker for anything with lavender in it because I love the smell of lavender. I am a big believer that lavender is very calming and relaxing, so when I saw that there was something with lavender in it, I immediately picked it up. This is the smaller size, so it is on the cheaper end. The full-size product is a little more expensive. I really like this. It adds a nice, refreshing hydration to the face without being like oily or anything like that, and it smells very nice. If you do not like the scent of lavender, you will hate this. I know there are a lot of people who don't like the scent of lavender, but if you love the smell of lavender, you will really, really like this product. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of this. I have had all of this stuff for a while, so I do know how they perform and I do know how they work, so that's why I'm reviewing them. But anyway, this is a really, really nice product, and you should definitely pick it up if you like the scent of lavender and you need a little bit more hydration in your life. The next product is the new Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. First, let's talk about the packaging. The packaging of this is absolutely beautiful, and this is actually, I guessed, a random color that I thought would work for me, and this is actually a really, really good color match. It's the foundation I am wearing today. I know a lot of people are not a fan of the giant doe foot, but I actually really enjoy the way that it applies. You just put some strokes on your face and then you blend it out. I do agree with some people that once you start getting into the bottom of this, the doe foot applicator is not going to be able to reach that product, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to get that out. I don't know that the doe foot applicator is completely functional. I think a pump would have been better. It doesn't have a scent or anything, so that's really nice. It just gives the skin some life. It is light medium coverage. It can be built up, but not a lot, so I would say it's still more on the light medium end instead of like medium full coverage. It is a little more natural satin finish. It's not really dewy and it's not matte, so it's like there in the middle. Overall, this is a really, really good foundation if you can get past the doe foot applicator. The next product is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. I have mine in the shade C2. This is way too light for me. I am wearing it now though. I did powder it with a slightly darker powder just so it would be a little more neutral instead of like super brightening. Okay, first off, I like the size of the applicator. It's just a nice kind of large doe foot applicator. The inside, it's like the stopper. I don't even know if you're going to be able to tell. The stopper is like non-existent in mine, so the concealer gets everywhere all around it, and it's just kind of messy, and so then I get too much concealer. This is very full coverage. I know lots of people don't think it is. Some people have mentioned that this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I've never used Tarte Shape Tape, so I can't really compare the two. So I know lots of people were disappointed that this wasn't as full coverage as that, but to me, this is extremely full coverage compared to what I normally use. I use the NYX HD concealer a lot, and I've been using the ColourPop concealer a lot, and I think that this is more full coverage than both of those. This is more on the drying side too. I notice throughout the day that my under eyes get a little bit cakey looking, dry looking, so maybe if you're more oily, you would like this. I am generally more oily, but now that it's winter, I am more dry, so I'm not a huge fan of this, but I'm gonna try it out in the summer, and maybe it'll work better then. I do need to get a different color though, maybe more on the warm side and a little deeper, because this is very, very brightening for me right now. So overall, I don't hate this, but it's not my favorite. The next product I mentioned in my February monthly favorites video, I will link that up here for you in case you're interested, and it is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter in the shade Halo Goodbye. This is absolutely beautiful. I have it on right now, but I have something on top of it, so you can't really see this one. But it is absolutely beautiful. I'll swatch it for you. It's just a beautiful champagne-y pink liquid highlighter, and it's absolutely beautiful for those days that you just want a light kind of highlight. You want it to still kind of be glowy, but you don't want it to be like boom, like crazy. So I really, really do enjoy this, and I really, really like the formula. It blends out really nicely, and it's not glittery, but it's very just glowy and natural looking on the skin, and I really, really like that about it, and it's super affordable, so I highly suggest those. They have quite a few shades too, so they have a really nice shade range. Ouch! The last product from Ulta was the Morphe Blending Sponge. I don't really have a whole lot of things to say about it. It is a very nice blending sponge. texture and squish wise, it reminds me a lot of the Real Techniques sponge, the orange one. I don't hate this. I do like it and it does blend. It does a nice job blending, but overall I really enjoy my EcoTool sponge a lot more, so I probably won't repurchase this once this starts to fall apart. Overall, this is a decent sponge and it was pretty affordable, but I'm going to stick to my EcoTool sponge because it's better than this one in my opinion. Now I'm going to move on to the products I got from Walmart, and this first product is the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. It comes in that standard black packaging that they have, and it has like that light yellow kind of color, and then like it has the 3 contour shades. These two are far too dark for me, and this one specifically is way too warm. But this one over here I can get by with. I did use it today, but I did put powder on top. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not good at cream contouring and I'm new to it. I just don't know that I like how this looks. I find that these specifically are on the kind of like oily side, and they don't blend that great. You have to work with them to blend them out, which is okay. It's not terrible. But I find myself blending and blending and blending, trying to get these to blend, and then that like takes off my foundation. So overall, I don't know if it's the product, I don't know if it's me, but I just don't like this. I am not a fan of cream contouring. Right now, I'm just not a huge fan, and I don't know if I ever will be, but I will keep trying and let you know. The next product I have is the Hard Candy Fox in a Box Marbleized Baked Blush in the shade Uptown Girl. This one has the little shopper girl on it. They each have a different character on them, and they are scented. They each have a different scent. And as you can see, they are very, very similar to the Benefit box blushes. They come with those stupid little brushes that don't work, so now that I've showed you the stupid little brush, I am throwing it away. But so this is what the product itself looks like. It is kind of marbled, and it has different shades in it. It has like peaches and pinks and a little bit of purple in there, and it does have shimmer. This one is supposed to be peach scented. And when I first opened it, it was very, very strong, but now you have to like stick your nose in the product in order to smell it. It reminded me of the Sweet Peach scent of the Too Faced products. But now that it's not nearly as strong, it's pleasant. It's not bad. When I first bought this, I thought this was going to be a great blush color, but then when you swatch it, it's very like highlighter-y. I don't even know if you can see that on my hand. When you actually use a brush to apply it, you do get some nice color. I do have that blush on today, and there are some shimmers in it, but it's not a lot of shimmer, so it does give the face like a nice flush of life, I guess. And overall, I really do like this blush. It applies nicely and wears nicely throughout the day. I think it was around $8, and they do have quite a few other colors and a bronzer and a highlighter or something, I think. So overall, this is nice. The packaging is a little bulky though. But next I have the Swisspers Instant Brush Cleaner, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Veramona Color Switch. I do like this. The little pad thing on the inside is not nearly as thick or dense as the Veramona one, as you can see. You can see through this one where this one you cannot see through. It's not as nice as the Veramona one, but this one was extremely affordable and it's super cheap. This stupid little thing was like $18 and this one was only like $3 or $4. So I would suggest getting this one over this one just because this one is cheaper and they do basically the same thing. So while it is not as good as this one, it's still good, and I will not repurchase this one, where I would buy another one of these. So I do think this is really nice for the price. Next is the Hard Candy Look Pro Eyeshadow Pro Palette. I know a lot of people were saying that this was very comparable to the Modern Renaissance, but to me this looks like a dupe for that one Huda Beauty palette, the first one she came out with. I'm not really sure what the name of that one is. You get a mix of shimmer and matte, but mostly shimmer. You do get a mirror on the top here, which I'd never use, and then you get these 2 double-ended brushes, which surprisingly are not bad. Overall, this palette is nice. The mattes are better than the shimmers for sure. It is what I am wearing on my eyes right now. I do feel like the looks are limited with this palette just based on the mattes. You have these light neutrals and then these bold mattes. And so it's like you can't get a whole lot of looks out of this. Maybe that's just me, but you do get a nice mix of shimmer shades, so you could play around with the shimmers. The shimmers aren't that great of quality. I have to use a glitter glue with them, and even then it's Fallout City. It's all over your face. I even do my eyes first and wipe away everything, and the glitter is still all over my face. At the end of the day, there's glitter all down here. It's just not very flattering. I think if you use a light hand, you can get them to kind of stay put better, but then you lose the color payout. This palette isn't bad, and for a beginner who wants a dupe for that Huda palette, I think that this is a great way to go. It was only $10. Here's that first row of shimmers. You can barely even see it. Here is the second row, This is that hot pink. I do like about the mattes that they are sheer, but they are very buildable, and you can get good color payoff once you build them. The mattes are very nice in this palette. But as you can see, the shimmers just don't pack a lot of punch. They really don't. And here's the last row. These are all the mattes. I really do like that red, though, because it does have really nice pigment. They blend really nice. Overall, this palette is okay. I wouldn't buy it just for the mattes, but if you know someone who wants a okay dupe for that Huda palette, I think that this would be a decent way to go. I'm pretty sure Bad Habit Beauty makes probably a better dupe than this one, but if you're wanting something a little more convenient that you can just pick up at Walmart, this isn't terrible. I don't want to say it's awful because you can work with them and get decent looks. I have tried shadows that are way better than this, but overall this palette is just okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. The final 4 products I have are lip products, and I'll start out with the 2 that I am wearing. The first one is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish liquid lipstick, basically. And I have mine in the shade All Natural Nude. It has the same beautiful packaging as the foundation, and it has a nice doe foot applicator that's more of the triangular shape that has the little pit in the center. So here is the color of that one. The color is absolutely beautiful, and they have a really, really nice range of colors. The formula itself is kind of thin but pigmented, so it applies nicely, and these do wear nicely throughout the day as well. They're very comfortable. They remind me of the ColourPop Ultra Satin, where they have that liquid lipstick kind of lasting power, but they're not super drying. They're not going to suck the life out of your mouth. So overall, this is a really, really beautiful formula, and I like it, and I need to pick up some more shades. The next product that I am wearing on top of that is the Hard Candy Cashmere Silk Demi Matte Cream Lip Color. I have mine in the shade Sorbet. I really like this color. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. It says that it's a demi matte. It's not a demi matte at all. I have no idea why they would even say that. It's reminds me a lot of a lip oil. These remind me of a very, very pigmented lip oil. Oh, and this is what the doe foot applicator looks like. It's just one of those flat kind of applicators. But pigmentation wise, it has decent pigmentation. It reminds me of a medium coverage lip gloss, I guess, but the consistency is very, very silky and soft like a lip oil would be. There is nothing at all matte about this product at all. I don't know why they would say that it's matte, but it's absolutely not. Overall, very, very pretty. It doesn't have the greatest lasting power, but I don't care to reapply things like that, so that doesn't bother me. But overall, these are pretty decent, and there is a pretty good shade range of these too. The next 2 products that I have are both from L'Oreal, and these are the L'Oreal Color Riche matte lipsticks. They're from that new matte line that they just came out with, and the first one I have is 703 Matte-Moiselle Pink. Very nice, just kind of muted mauve-y pink. And the next one is 402 Devil's Matte-Vocate. I love the names, they're so cute. And it's just a nice bright red. Here are the swatches of those 2. These are really, really nice lipsticks. I think L'Oreal makes really good matte lipsticks. So I think it's funny. People hate the way these smell to the point where they will not buy them. That's how much that they hate them. But I love the way they smell. They smell slightly floral, but mostly like baby doll heads. Like they have that plastic baby doll smell, and to me, I like that. It reminds me of my childhood. So most people hate that, but I like it. I know that's bizarre, but they smell like baby dolls, and I love it. Overall, these are beautiful lipsticks, and they wear really nicely, and they really are matte, but they're a very, very comfortable matte, which to me, comfort is the most important thing in the entire world. And I've been looking for a nice red lipstick. I have a handful of nice red lipsticks. I just want more. I have a lipstick addiction, and when I get to my lipstick collection video, you will understand the issue that I have. It's a bad one. I have so many lipsticks, but I can't stop buying them. Anyway, these lipsticks are beautiful, and they look great all day long for the most part. They do start to fade and wear like most lipsticks do, but I don't have an issue applying lipsticks. Like I've said a million times, I don't care to reapply unless it's like a liquid lipstick. Then I feel like I shouldn't have to. But these I don't mind reapplying, and they have a really, really nice shade range. I have another more neutral nude shade, and I like it as well. So overall, this is a great line if you like baby doll scented lipstick. But yeah, great shade range, great formula, great everything. So that has been my drugstore, Ulta, and Walmart haul. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed my reviews. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, please feel free, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.